Hi friends, it's Murph. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a roasted veggie bake. I use it as a side dish most of the time and thought I'd show you how to make it. So let's get started. So first in a bowl, I have 1 pound, actually I have 1.5 pounds today of butternut squash. I bought a fairly large one, so I cut it in half and I used it for this recipe and half for another recipe. So you use 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of butternut squash. I've cut it in like 1-inch chunks, just kind of keep them fairly uniform so they all cook at the same time, or they cook the same. No, you don't want any hard pieces and any soft pieces. And then in this bowl, I also have about 1/2 pound of Brussels sprouts. Now what I've done is I've already cut the ends off and then I just kind of peeled the outer layer and gave them a little rinse. But what I did was I cut them in half. Now, these were fairly small in size, so this is a good size to have. But if they were a real large Brussels sprouts, I would actually quarter them. So again, 1.5 pounds of right now of the butternut, and I have approximately 1/2 pound of Brussels sprouts. Could be a little bit more. This is just kind of, usually I do one, and one, but this is a little bit more today. And this is 1 red pepper. So I kind of keep everything, if you look at it, kind of keep them all about the same sizes, okay? So we're gonna put that in the bowl as well. So now we're gonna coat it before we put this in the oven. So here I have 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Give that a little toss. I love the colors. This one's I really like this recipe. I usually don't share anything with you that I don't like, and I like food, so let's just keep making things, right? So in here I have 1 teaspoon of garlic and pepper. This is my go-to. I put it on so many things. I just get it at the Dollar Tree, or trying to think where else I found it, but I love it. I love it. Did I mention that I love it? Because I really do. So I did 1 teaspoon of that. And then I have a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now these are just things that I like. I've changed this recipe. You know, I found this recipe a long time ago, and there's a few things that I didn't really care for, or my family didn't care for, so I've changed them up. And there's nothing wrong with that. So if you don't like these seasonings, add something different. Make it hot. Add whatever works for you. You could add garlic. The older I get, garlic talks back to me, so I don't have a lot of it. I know that was too much information, but thought I'd share. We're gonna bake this now at 400 for 40 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna set this aside. This one's still a little bit warm, so we'll show you the rest of it. Let's set this over here. It smells delightful, okay? So this is what I usually use this as a side dish. So today I'm actually gonna make it into like a salad. So I did a little bit of lettuce on a plate, and we're gonna put this right on top. I don't usually serve it this way. This is just what I feel like having today. Like I said, I usually just use it as a side dish. So we're almost done. We just need to make the dressing. So nice and colorful. We're gonna set this all aside so you can see. Okay, let's talk about the dressing for a minute. So in a bowl, we're gonna take 1 avocado and we're gonna take the juice of 1 lime, okay? I'm sure you don't need to see me making that all because it's really easy. And then we're gonna take 1/4 cup of olive oil. So what I'm gonna do is we would mash the avocado in a bowl, juice the lime, add the olive oil, and then to tie it all together, I have another 1/2 teaspoon of the garlic and pepper, and then this is dill weed. I just felt like it needed just a little something, so let me just show you what it looks like. So you could put this in a blender, a food processor, whatever works for you. I've told you before, I work harder, not smarter. I like my little bowl, and I make it work for me. So I smashed up my avocado, and then I started incorporating things together. And then I got this really fancy thing. I don't even know what this thing's called, but it's like amazing. My sister got this for me for Christmas. So it just kind of swirls around, and I'm just mixing the rest of it together. And that's the dressing. This thing is so cool. Anyway, so this is it. So like I said, you can put it and make it a little bit smoother if you want. You could put it in like the blender or something. This just works for me. I'm gonna drizzle this right on top. And that's basically all you have it. I'll post the directions, and I hope you like it, and I hope you try it. You can reach out with any questions, and please feel free to change the recipe to your liking. I hope you stop by and visit me again in my kitchen. Take care.